So, what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here.
And this is other Ryan here.
And today we once again have another interesting video for you all. Now, this one is talking about Foxy and his missing eye patch.
Yes, now as we know in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2, Foxy is known for having his distinct eye patch. And in both games, they're very different to one another.
Yeah, one of the eye patches that is in the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 version is kind of electronically controlled, isn't it?
Yes.
It seems equipped to his person, and I suppose we can tell this from a few things which we'll get on very shortly. And the second one is more of a kind of, it's like a prop almost, isn't it, for the Foxy in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It seems to just clip on the face and just be like one of those non-electrical essential things which can fall off very easily.
I think that has something to do with the timelines as well, because as we know, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was before Five Nights at Freddy's 1.
I suppose that shows the progression in technological advancements as time's gone on, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it's just interesting that both of these characters seem to have these different designs, but it seems like the eye patch is a reoccurring phenomenon, especially for Foxy. It's definitely an apparent thing which he seems to possess.
Yes, in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, when he comes to attack you, I believe that the eye patch actually pops up just as his head pops around the corner.
Yeah, it's very subtle and it's only for a few frames, but when Foxy actually pokes his head around the corner from the West Hall, I believe, and he actually enters the office, his eye patch flicks up as his scream pursues. Now, it's actually quite interesting. It ties in a little bit with this image we're seeing here, because a lot of people were questioning the fact that we can see both of Foxy's eyes, and everyone started to think, well, where is Foxy's unique and just renowned eye patch? It doesn't seem to be in shot, and it leaves a couple of questions as to where the missing eye patch could be, if there's one at all.
Yeah, and an interesting thing about Foxy is, as we said, his eye patch only flicks up when he's attacking, and the fact that we see this image with Foxy with just actually no eye patch at all, could we actually be catching him in the moment of him attacking something, maybe?
That's an interesting point, because I suppose when you think about it, if this is a similar build to the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 Foxy, the way the camera angle is kind of positioned, we can't actually see the upper portion of his eye, so there could well be an electronically controlled eye patch which is actually flipped up. So he could be greeting something, and another interesting point that a lot of the community has begun to speculate over is the fact that this is the first animatronic that's actually not focused on the camera. We've always had these nightmare guys looking towards the camera. We've had Freddy, we've had Bonnie, and then Chica, and now we've got Foxy, and he seems to be completely ignoring the camera, and he's definitely focused on something in particular.
I remember reading a comment on one of our videos actually saying that there's a bit of motion blur on this Foxy, suggesting that he's actually could potentially be moving as we're seeing this image.
I see. That's in relation to the upper and lower teeth, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can actually see what you're talking about there. Yeah, that's very interesting, and I think another point we need to cover is the fact that people might be asking that this could be from the similar generation of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and that's something we've believed for a while in relation to these animatronics, isn't it?
Yes.
And if you actually look at the Foxy in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, as I've said before, he seems to wear this prop form of eye patch, but more importantly, when Foxy attacks you in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, he is missing his eye patch once again, which is a reoccurring phenomenon once again, and it does make you think, why is there this connection between Foxy losing his eye patch when he seems to attack, and then now we've seen this nightmare animatronic of Foxy with the missing eye patch?
Yes, and maybe this could explain something about the bite of 87. I mean, maybe he flicked up that eye patch as something was going on, maybe he saw something. We were going to suggest that in the death minigame that he could potentially be looking at these dead children that we see in the Foxy Go Go Go, but then we noticed the eye patch was still on.
Yeah, it seems like there's something covering the eye. There's no illumination within the eye. But an interesting point to finalize this video is the fact that the eye that seems to have this eye patch covering it, when it's lifted up, there seems to be the 87 within that one. So is there something unique about this eye that we as a community have not really realized yet? Is there something a bit more vicious and sinister going on behind these closed curtains?
Potentially. I mean, all we can do right now is speculate, as we don't really know what's happening, and hopefully it will come to light in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Well, it has to, actually, because it's the last game. So
absolutely, yeah. And I mean, as much as we speculate, I think we're going to get on point with some of these things, because the evidence is here. We just need to see it and really analyze it and just make of it what we can.
Yes.
So there we have it, guys. There's once again another video for you all. Hopefully you did enjoy, and be sure to comment down any of your thoughts below on this same topic.
Absolutely, and if you guys did enjoy this video, why not leave a like rating? And if you're new around here, why not subscribe for more content like this and also some gameplay?
So thank you very much for watching the video, guys, and we'll of course see you on the next one.
Goodbye, guys.
Want to see even more content from us?
Consider liking and subscribing to ensure you'll see all content in the foreseeable future.
And hey, why not check out our past 2 videos?